Larry Anglisano reporting for Avionics News, a publication of the Aircraft Electronics Association and a good resource for avionics and maintenance shops. In the world of mid to full-size business jets, standardization across the brand benefits flight ops, safety, and maintenance. And when it comes to advanced avionics suites, this approach is evident for the current line of Gulfstream models. Now, when designing the new G300 midsize jet, that's a replacement for the G280, Gulfstream has adopted what it calls the Harmony suite of sophisticated avionics. That's because the Honeywell platform, they call Harmony, promises to harmonize the features and user control set found in its larger jets. And as you'd expect, Honeywell puts a big focus on runway safety. Gulfstream's Scott Evans explains in this Harmony cockpit tour.
And welcome aboard the G600, and we're going to talk a little bit about why what we're doing on the G300 is present in all of our family. What many of you know is we've created Symmetry Flight Deck, which is really driven to give us a higher situational awareness and ability to have easier access to information and operate the missions as we need to. In reality, what we're doing with G300 is we're taking all these technologies that we've been investing on for 15 plus years, and now taking that technology and transferring it into the G300 and harmonizing our flight deck to integrate into our new family. And so here on the 600, we can see a lot of those technologies that will be part of Harmony. So the presentation of the cruise, high situational awareness, it's airport moving maps that gives you three-dimensional view of the airport so that you can have high resolution databases of the airport's taxiways, hotspots, even luggage carts and airport vehicles moving around the airfield. That is some of the key features that we're bringing to the airplane. CDTI, cockpit of display of traffic information, being able to see what's around you. You can become your own air traffic control, knowing what aircraft are around you, how fast are they moving, what's their closure rate, and what is their trajectory. So, and then integrating touchscreens so that we can present information in a logical manner that crews can digest. If you think about it, as crew, we think of the operation of an airplane in phases. We have to start it up. We have to taxi it. We have to take it off. We climb, cruise, descend, or do an arrival. Well, we can put the menu structure in the touchscreens in a way that we can digest for each one of those phases, which gives us quicker access to the information and keeps that information easily displayable to us to be able to see what is our performance of the day, what's our optimum cruise altitude, what approach are we shooting. And then we can do things that give us quick access for information. So if I get a radio call, I simply swipe top to bottom and I'm into the radios. So I can make that interrupt task and then go back to what I was doing. Or CPDLC, which has become more and more prominent in our operations and will become very much a baseline to how we operate as time continues forward. They just act like a text message on your phone. You get a text message, it becomes the dialog box that you can now interface with instead of going to a different menu structure to be able to execute on it. Simplicity, that's what we're driving for, is giving the ability for crews to execute at a high level and a high level of situational awareness, giving us the best safety tools that have ever been created in, I'd say business aviation, but in aviation in general, so that we can know where we are, know what's around us, and execute at a very high level on every mission we've got. So, the touchscreens are designed in a way that, as I said, you got quick access to the menu structures that give you most of what you need. The CCD is another methodology that you can get into for driving the display and the execution of it. Now, on the Harmony, we've changed the cursor control device a little bit, just from a standpoint of how much volume we have on the flight deck. So it'll be slightly different, but the features and functions associated with it are what we are doing on the flight deck here. So it's a perfect integration, because as pilots, what are we always doing? We're looking for the path of least resistance, right? Sometimes I can do things quicker through the touchscreen, or maybe the cursor control device is a better way of doing it. And then for performance, what we can do is we can take that integration, and through the FMS, we can present takeoff and landing data in a way that's easier for us to digest. The told pages for takeoff, it'll show us a graphical representation of the runway, and then you can use and see via the thermometer, essentially, of how much of the runway we're using on a given day. And then it'll give you the digital value as well. So at a glance, you've got an understanding of what and how much performance am I using today. And then for the landing phase, we'll have a predictive landing performance system, PLPS. It's using the energy of the airplane and predicting how much stopping distance you have. And one of the biggest challenges as crew is always making that decision on when to use a go around and not. Well, the airplane now will tell you. If it knows you can't stop in the existing available runway, then it will call the go around for you and give you that guidance to further raise the safety of the airplanes. So as we've spent time here on the 600 and we've looked at symmetry and all those features that our customers have come to love, what we're really doing here is taking all of those and the safety and the ability and the continuity, and we're harmonizing with our large cabin fleet to do that in the super mid-size market. Our G300 is going to be an amazing platform that takes the best of everything that we've created and brings it to our customer base.